Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Hold on. Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I know I am. Okay. 1 second, hold up. Okay. 1 second, hold up. Okay. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I know I am. Before we begin, please don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Okay. Don't forget to go over to my website, jovibeauty.com, and get you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. And last but certainly not least, you know you can always do what? Donate to the channel. Okay, support your favorite content creators, especially the ones that look like you. Okay, it is thoroughly appreciated. So today's video, shout out to Jamie. Shout out Jamie in the comments section. Jamie sent me some information last night, this morning. Child, I don't know, okay? But she sent it to me. If you see a piece of news that you would love me to speak on, don't feel free to send it to me, okay? Send it to me in my DMs. Don't put it in the comments section because I ain't gonna go through all those comments, okay? Listen, but again, like I said, today's show is kind of important, especially for us as women, as Black women in particular. Okay. As we all know, Trump has been attacking Black women from the get-go. Okay, the attacking the Black community, but overall, specifically Black women, because as we all know, we run our community. Okay, we are the most educated in our community. We run our community, our households, and just on top of racism, sexism has him doubling down on us. Okay. So from the laws that are happening to the direct diversity to policies meant to stop our growth, okay, the most educated group in America, which is us, all right, is under fire hard. Okay. So I want to talk about what's happening and why they see us as a threat. Okay, so again, shout out to Jamie for giving us the good old topic today. Okay, and this, it feeds into what I love to speak about: current events, the political bullshit, and also ways and reasons for us to get to up jumps the boogie to the boogity beat and get the fuck up out of here. Okay, because I keep telling y'all we gotta get up out of here. There is so many things going on. I have a couple articles. I'm probably not gonna pull them up because it's gonna be a lot. But let's start with the attack on DEI, the attack on us. I used Omarosa in my thumbnail for a whole freaking reason. I know Omarosa is over there minding her business right now, but we've been able to see not only Trump, but white men in general feeling, what's the good word? We trigger them. We trigger them. And if you have ever worked anywhere in this world, in any sort of, it doesn't even have to be a corporate environment, really, in any sort of environment, you understand that we trigger people because they don't expect us to be there, right? They keep he specifically keeps talking about low IQ people, low IQ this, talking about Jasmine Crockett, talking about everybody who is black, low IQ, low IQ, low IQ, when all of our IQs are higher than are probably double his. Okay, that's just what it is. Did you know that I think I spoke a little bit about this when it came to the recent primary election we had in New York? Did you know that since since Doge cuts and all of that shit, that they are now trying to reverse, right? Because whatever, that 300,000 black women, 300,000 highly educated black women have lost their federal jobs. Do you know that? They're out here. I'm going to get into cook in a minute, okay? Because we're going to cook. Do you know that 300,000 black women who worked for the government has been let go? We are 12%, black women are 12% of the government's workforce, okay? Child, if we ain't in it, it ain't running right. We already know. If we ain't in it, it ain't running right. Point blank in the story. Okay? But not in the story because I'm still going. Okay? 300,000 of us have lost our job. I told y'all when I was y'all know I'm an active voter. I worked elections. Y'all, I don't play about any, I don't miss an election. Okay? I don't give if it's we electing just the one assemblyman. I don't miss an election. So I told y'all about one of the election pamphlets I received here in New York City, and about how one of the Republican candidates that, apparently all of the Republican candidates quit because of everything that's happening right now with Cuomo and everything that's happening, they all dropped out. But one of the candidates was basically saying he wanted to purge New York City's, because again, New York City government, state and city offices are employ heavily African Americans, especially African American women. Okay. Black women. Okay. Let me just say black women from all over the diaspora. We work in a lot of city, state government of entities. Okay. Especially here in New York. You ain't going nowhere. It was a time where I did an internship at Consumer Affairs, New York City Consumer Affairs. I worked there like 6 months. About a third of the people there were black, okay, because we get things done, okay? That's just what it is. So the guy who, I don't even remember his name, he was something. He wasn't white, he was something else. He wasn't black, but he was something else. I don't remember. But his whole thing was trying to purge the city and state and state offices, aka attempting to get us fired, hoping and praying. I'm assuming this is what they want to do, hoping and praying, because what they think that once they break us, they've broken our community. Okay. And we can't be broken. Number one. Side note. This is a real quick side note. I'm going to just say this for my TikTok people. Okay. DC, I see you. The TikTok people. I saw this girl who does TikTok. She's black. Cool. She does great videos for the I like her videos. I watch her videos. I don't know her name. Don't ask me. Okay. But she was mentioning, she basically was explaining on TikTok how to grandma up. If you know the verbiage over here, how to grandma up. Okay. And speaking about the things that we have, and why we can survive what is about to happen or what is happening right now. Okay. But my thing is I need y'all to stop telling these people how to survive. For my TikTok people, we say things like grandma up for a reason, okay? Because I don't want to say specifics, because if you know, I don't care I don't care how much money your parents had, how great you were raised, okay? If you look anything like me, you know how to survive in this fucking world, point blank, period. And it is not our job to give people a play-by-play handbook of what they need to do to be able to survive what the fuck is going on. I'ma just say that. Can I say that? It's said. I just needed to say that because that was one of the only things I think I saw her video like last week, and that had me 2 seconds ready to get up and come tell y'all don't do that shit. But I was going through things anyway. So let's keep it pushing. Hey Jamie, shout out to Jamie. Like I told y'all, it was this whole video today is dedicated to Jamie. It was her idea. Okay. It was her idea, and we are here for it. Okay. So thank you, Jamie. Okay. We need to stop. Grandma up and shut your ass up. I'm going to just say that. Okay. So let's start with, nope, I had another one. Nope. Like I said, I have a couple articles ready to go. I'm not even going to pull it up because it's too much. Okay, so this article was written yesterday, okay? It is the Bellingham Herald, all right? It is entitled, America's Most Powerful Man Targets Black Women in Power, okay? We're going to work our way down. Y'all here? I'm here. I got my C4 too. So his record revealed a consistent pattern when Black women hold power and challenge him. We already know. My Attorney General, Letitia James, has been dealing with this man and his cronies since damn near the first day he got into office. We already know how he tries to treat Jasmine Crockett, Miss Maxine Waters, just now, what is her name? Governor Cook. He is really they really be trying us because we are the proof of the mediocrity. We are the proof of the mediocrity. But again, the thing is, even if you fire every last one of us in this fucking world, that in this country, okay, it doesn't change the fact that the entire world knows that we are the ones who are this country. The culture of this country is black culture. Who run this country are Black people, primarily Black women. Okay, we are in a particular. We have a particular advantage even over a lot of our men. The patriarchy of it all allows them to be sometimes misguided. Again, we ain't here to be bashing, but sometimes misguided, and in their attempt to be closer to whiteness and to emulate white men. I don't know about you, but I never in my life wanted to be like a white woman. Never in my life. And it has tripled and quadrupled down on that aspect ever since I fully come to realize what they mean when they say we are strong. We've had this conversation before. I don't want to get into it because we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. But like when I fully came to comprehend what they mean when they say we strong and why these people are so-called preferences, the whys, just reiterates why we don't aim to be like anybody else but us. Okay, we trying to be like grandma. They trying to, I don't know what the fuck they doing. Okay, so let's continue. When Black women hold power and challenge him, he responds with insults, delegitimization, or a blunt force of state power. This isn't mere rhetorical bluster. It's a calculated playbook that corrodes civic norms, undermines democratic institutes, and too often puts specific Black women directly in the crosshairs of political retribution. Okay, Trump's emotional IQ is in question, but his social skills are not because of a commander in chief. Okay, the examples are plentiful. Okay, we're just gonna go over a couple. Start with his attempt this week, and we're gonna get more into a lot of these topics. To remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, the Federal fucking Reserve Governor. Okay. The first Black woman to serve on the Institute's board. Cook and the feds are not simply acquisitioning to the legal to this legal move, with Cook lawyers stating that Trump's reflex to bully is flawed and his demands lack any proper progress, basis, or legal authority. Okay, we're gonna get into her, but she's suing the shit out of them right now. Right now, she's in court right now as we speak. Baby. Shout out to the most educated people in the world, the Black women. I don't fuck what nobody say. Shout out to the most educated. I'm not even gonna say the most educated people in America. Shout out to the most educated people in the fucking world, the Black woman. Jesus. Y'all know I be paying attention to what's happening on the mother continent. And the way on the mother continent, okay, that they are pushing to have women running these things, running the businesses and the state-run businesses, to sending the women to build the robots, to sending the women and the fucking youth is freaking, it is just, it's not mind-blowing. It's just a confirmation that the world already knows what's up. And if you ever been in a classroom with mediocrity who comes from rich parents, you know what's happening right now. We know what's happening. We get it. Okay. Oh no, wrong tab. Told you I got a lot of them. Or New York Attorney General Letitia James, who prosecuted a landmark civil fraud case against Trump, resulting in hundreds of millions in penalties. In response, he repeatedly called her racist and now faces federal subpoenas. Now face several subpoenas aimed at her office. Moves her legal team calls naked political retaliation, even if blocked in court. The message is clear: punish the Black woman who beat him in court. That's not leadership; it's intimidation by process. In Georgia, we know what happened to Fannie Willis. Okay, they tried to expose her sleeping with the dude. All of this, it was a whole fucking thing, because she was getting some. I don't understand how it was up, but whatever. But it was all about, because she refused to let him do what the fuck he want to do. And then she charged his ass after he called those Georgia officials and tried to get those 5,000 votes. So there we go. Who else? Like I said, I got a couple articles. So I can't read all of it. I'm trying to, federal judge Tanya Chutkin, okay, proceeding over Trump's criminal case. He has so many judges proceeding over so many fucking criminal cases. Okay, let's peep that. But somehow you specifically go ahead and go and attack the black female ones. I get you. Mocked Kamala Harris's name. He mocked everything about her. Said she wasn't qualified. Said she don't have a BA from Howard. Like she didn't go. Like she don't have a law degree. Like she wasn't district attorney. Like she wasn't attorney general. Like she wasn't on the Senate. Like none of this shit happened. Child, there's so many mayor, I guess the DC mayor, the LA mayor. We're gonna get into all the mayors. I have a thing with that. Karen Boss in LA attacking her, the DC mayor attacking her, okay? Maxine Waters, okay, called her extraordinarily low IQ, okay? He insulted April Ryan, okay? Abby Phillips, all right? Called April Ryan a fucking loser, okay? Child, even a lady named Carol Hayden. I don't know who she is. Do you know who she is? Let me tell you who she is. She's just the first black woman librarian of Congress. She's a fucking librarian. She's a fucking librarian in Congress, a librarian. Okay. All right. Faced Trump's hostility as he suggested her position was unnecessary. More recently, he smeared Jasmine Crockett with as low IQ, recycling the same tropes he used for years against other black women, including the woman on this fucking thumbnail. The gag and the delusion. The gag and the delusion. It's not even a delusion. Let's keep it a buck. It's not a delusion because they are fully freaking aware that we are smarter than them. They're fully aware. They're fully aware when they start screaming about inferiority and all of this shit. I'm rubber, you're glue. They are fully freaking aware. But they are also fully aware that the men in our community want to be like them so bad. A lot of them, not a lot of them, want to emulate the white man so fucking bad that they are not really a threat. And we just be pushing. And we just be doing. And we just be changing lives. Whether you work for the city, the state, a fucking Congress, a librarian at the fucking Congress, a vice president. He just today took away VP Harris security detail. Let's continue because, like I said, I got like 5 tabs open, so we got to get through these tabs. We ain't in a rush, but I'm just saying. Okay. This is not a random rhetoric. It's an intentional strategy to paint black women leaders as intellectually inferior. Why? Because it's going to be us. We are the 92. It's going to be us. And even when our men stand up, it will be what? Because of us. It will be us. And every fucking body knows it. So let's tell them that they're not smart and maybe they'll believe it. Nobody in the world believes you. Nobody in the freaking world believes you. We don't believe you. You need more people. Not one fucking person. Not even them fucking little hillbillies in middle America. They can all day. They know what's up. That's why they don't want to work with us. Because we run fucking circles around your ass before 9 a.m. Stop playing. Play with your mother, not us. Anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm back, y'all. Oh my God. It's a strategy to paint black women leaders and is intellectually inferior. Please. Emotionally unstable or unfit to serve. Emotionally unstable coming from Trump is crazy. The danger extends beyond bruised egos. It erodes the guardrail of democracy. Leadership is tested now by how a president treats allies, by how he responds to those who hold him accountable: judges, prosecutors, mayors, members of Congress, and the press. A commander-in-chief who answers accountability with insults, disinformation, and retaliation undermines the very institution designed to check executive power. We know this already, okay? Black women bear their abuse disproportionately, okay? Because even our women who swirl it up don't back down. Because even our women who swirl it up, who in the mixy, still ain't trying to be like their female counterpart. So, like I said, it's us. From the courtroom to the newsroom, City Hall to the Capitol, they're enduring personal insult. They just locked the lady in the Texas House building. I forgot about that. That happened last week. A black woman. You think they would have locked some white woman in the fucking Capitol until she decided to sign a permission slip? Do you think? No. But it says, yet we continue to work. The resilience deserves recognition. Listen, we don't need y'all recognition. We see us. We see us. We got us. By degree attainment, Black women are the most educated group in America. Point blank in a story. You listen. And you know what we can do with those degrees? Get our asses up and get the fuck up out of here. We don't need you. You need us. And that's the gag, because they need us so bad, but they don't want us to know that they need us. They've needed us ever since they fucking dragged our asses over here. They couldn't even feed their babies properly. Child, y'all want to hear a little joke before I continue? I was working out yesterday, right? I'm being funny. I'm not. So I don't know if y'all know about New York. There are a lot of Black nannies for these people, right? Cool, whatever. People who come, mostly Caribbean people, they come over, they nannies, cool. Child, Black nannies be raising all these children, okay? I was in the park yesterday. I guess I ain't work out in like over a month because whatever. I was in there, doing my little, 2 miles or whatever. And then I noticed that certain times of the day, certain people come to the park, and I work out at certain times of the day. I'm assuming they these people must have fired their Black nannies, right? I don't know, because because these kids who I done seen before, right, showed up with a whole bunch of other nannies. They ain't white, they ain't Black. I ain't saying who it was. Okay, I ain't doing. That's not what we here for. And when I tell you, I was so freaking annoyed, because when I tell you these kids were running around like freaking maniacs. Okay, maniacs. I've never seen it before in my life. I've seen a bunch of little white blonde hair babies, with their little nannies at the park or walking down the street or whatever. I grew up the block from Prospect Park. I seen it for decades at this point. Okay, I ain't never seen up until yesterday. I ain't never seen these kids buck and fly at 2 and 3 years old, running all over the fucking park, and I'm just like, what's happening? Aren't y'all supposed to be nannying these little kids? Make their asses stay over there. Again, this is happening. Can't even run their kids, raise their kids. We even gotta raise your kids to even know not to run around and run into people that's running the track or walking the track. It was, when I say my mind was blown, when I said, if they come back tomorrow, I'm gonna tell little I don't want to say what they are. I'm gonna tell her to keep her fucking kids in the corner, or in a little area, like the other nannies do. Because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't just let these white children run amok. But whatever. All these people created was the patent office. All right, but that's a story for another fucking day. Okay. All right, let's continue, because like I said, I got a lot of stuff. According to the National Center of Education Statistics, reporting from the Root, he called African American women low IQ. It's not just false; it's a deliberate misrepresentation designed to dismiss us and to demean us. Okay, listen. What the fuck I keep telling y'all? I don't give up. We don't have to deal with this. Okay, we don't have to deal with this. Like us, let them run it into the ground, y'all. Oh my God. In the end, the pattern says plenty about Orangina, but more about the women he targeted. They are leaders, guardians of institution, and public servants committed to the rule of law and the dignity of their offices. Child, I just worked the elections, and I don't even play about that. Y'all know how we give it up in all aspects, like city job. They are like, they be on it. State jobs, government jobs. Are you? It would. Let them drown. All right. So I got another, like I said, I got a couple articles. So we're gonna have to be pumping. Okay, we're gonna have to be pumping. Okay. This one real quick. This is from ProPublica. Okay, it's from June. Dismissed by DEI, Trump purge made Black women with stable federal jobs as easy targets. The president's attacks Orangina's attack on diversity efforts has derailed the government careers of highly educated civil servants, even though the jobs some lost were not directly involved with any DEI program. Okay, because the world of these inferior, mediocre people who don't even comprehend. They don't even comprehend how mediocre they are and why they are so mediocre. Okay, we might get into that later on today. We might not. I don't know. I know why they mediocre, but whatever. Okay, we already know diversity and inclusion. They hate it. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So they're talking about the amount of women. I told y'all at this point it's 300,000 women in high positions, in a lot of positions, but in high positions who run things. Where they're speaking in this article about the Department of Education. Okay. Okay, so they're speaking about a lady who is, I guess she's really high on in the Department of Education. Okay, she's a manager of families with federal hiring and firing policies. Okay, her name is Kroner. She's 55. Believes she knew what it looked like to be unfairly targeted. Right. Her current job as the director of outreach, impact, and engagement at the education department was not connected to diversity initiatives, because that's not diversity. That's just impact and outreach, idiot. But she said the only part of her responsibilities that could have been considered DEI was that her team guided students who had trouble navigating financial assistance applications. Okay, so they mad at the people who are helping people fill out financial aid applications. Okay. The gag is that a lot of us know how to fill out financial aid documentation, and it's probably their middle America MAGA children who needs the assistance. But wait, there's more. Okay, while most people who seek federal student aid are from disadvantaged backgrounds, her office was a resource for any and all and had no diversity mandate. She was not involved with hiring and retaining efforts. Okay, so that's a little bit about her. And they tried to fire her, and the DeVos, and I guess the new, what's her name, McMahon, because they're like, it has to be, because if a black woman is in charge, she's gonna only work for black people because that's how they are, right? Cool. I lost the thing that I was looking at. Okay. So they interviewed ProPublica interviewed Kroner and two other career civil servants, black civil servants, okay, that were fired, representing an illegal action brought against the administration. I need every last one of you to, if you are in any position, to sue their asses, sue them to death. Okay, sue them to death, just like Miss Cook is. We're gonna get into Miss Cook in a minute. Okay, I'm done with this article. Like I said, I have a lot to go through. Let me check the time. We're not in a rush, but let me just check the time. Okay. So I have this article from 19th News. Okay. It says, entitled "Cities Led by Black Women Are the First Targets of Orangina's Political Power Grab. This is in many ways a political warning, a political message to say to these black women and other black mayors and other women of color, your leadership can be challenged too." Okay. When's this article? This article was written on the 22nd. Today's the 29th. All right. Power grab. Let's okay, they're talking about the crime in DC is out of control, even though they have the military weed whacking and shit. They pulling fucking weeds and shit. Whatever. I don't. Okay, there was out of control despite a 30-year crime low. Okay, why? Because the mayor is a black woman. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. And that's what happened. Before He's attempt to oust the city's police commissioner, another black woman, and replace her with a white man, before backing down after the city threatened legal action. Now the Justice Department is investigating the accuracy of the reported crime statistics, which the agenda toted in the still available press release earlier this year. Mayor Broder better get her act straight, or she won't be mayor very long, because we'll take it over with the federal government and run it like it's supposed to be run. You know what? Let me say this. I forgot what they called it. A soft secession. Y'all know what that is? I just found out what that is. You know what secession is? We do, because we paid attention in school, and a soft secession is basically, we ain't sending them no more money. California, New York, all black, Democratic areas, black areas, we ain't sending them no fucking money. That's a soft secession, because we send out more money than we receive back. We are self-contained. We, as in people in California, there's other places too, but I'm cooking. Let me cook. Like New York, we are self-fucking sustained, okay? Even with them lame ass motherfuckers upstate New York, we are self-sustained, and we don't actually need the federal people, okay? California is like the fourth biggest economy on the goddamn planet, okay? Let's keep it a buck, okay? Let's keep it a buck. They fucking around, and they gonna find out. I told y'all, all of these laws, and this is what you get for being mediocre. Chase us. They are creating laws That they're not like, you heard the gerrymandering in Texas, how now it turned out that, black areas got more, or Democratic areas got more seats, because they don't understand. They be doing shit and they ain't got the common sense. There's no critical thinking. Critical thinking is dead with those people, okay? So they're creating these laws to try to be like, oh, and they're not comprehending how we could use those same laws to fuck them. Like when I spoke to y'all a couple of months ago about, no, it was like a month ago, not a couple of months ago, about how if there's a lawyer out there, more than likely she's gonna be a black woman. Hopefully it may be a black man, but I don't know. More than likely she'll be a black woman who can use their own shit against them, and in turn guarantee American citizenship to every descendant of slaves from the top to the bottom, aka from Canada fucking down. Okay, in the Constitution. They ain't got the sense to comprehend that the things they do are leading to us being able to legally pull a soft secession from they funky asses. So, like, it is just hysterical. How, and just reiterates why we are so employed in the government. Why the business don't work without the black secretary girl in the back. You don't even know what's happening. It's her. Because we have been trained to think 2 steps ahead ever since we were 2 fucking years old. Okay? And see everything from every aspect, and how not to get fucked by the system since we were 2 years old. They don't understand that. That is the mediocrity of it all. They grow up in a world where they think they are the default, so they don't really work for anything. So they go to college and get their girlfriends, or they go and pay for people to take their LSATs, people to take their test. That's why as soon as they started firing the people who were actually able to do the jobs correctly, we talk about the airport, we talk about all the shit, how motherfuckers was just dropping dead. Airplanes dropping out the sky because they was firing people until they got to the first straight white man who didn't actually pay attention in school. He hardly paid attention in high school, damn near college, who was fratting it up the whole fucking time, who didn't learn anything. But that's who you put in charge of the planes, and then wonder why all the fucking planes falling out the goddamn sky. Okay. Oh yeah. Harassing the mayor of DC. They got the mayor of LA up here. Okay. The only reason they're not fucking with my mayor, this idiot Eric Adams, is because Eric Adams done lick the boots. Okay, he done lick the boots. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why his first stop wasn't NYC. Only reason why. Um, hold on. This girl went to Holy Cross. Black women have recent years reached new levels of political power. Are the electoral group that are most opposed to president. We are the 92. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to read. This is long, and we ain't got time for that. Child, and then this is one that I got. He is claiming that African American ladies, you heard it right, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago after DC crime crackdown. It's only one girl. She a Trumper. One black woman. She a Trumper. One of the 8%. One. Who are these African American ladies? Because 92% of us said fuck you. Who are these African American ladies? Who are they? Not I. Who? So he coming to other cities. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. After we do this, we will go to other locations and make it safe also, Trump said. Chicago's a mess. We have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. We'll straighten that one out. That will probably be our next one after this. You're fucking picking up litter off the street. How about your fund sanitation? Because the amount of money you paying fucking soldiers to pick up litter, how about you fund sanitation? Or how about you go to Mississippi and Alabama and how about that? Y'all seen Gavin Newsom? Gavin Newsom been on it. That white boy, I fuck with it. I fucks with it. Whew. Okay, I read that. He said, after we do this, blah, blah, blah. I read that. It won't even be tough. The people of Chicago are screaming for us. Who the fuck is screaming for them? Jada! You in Detroit, right? Y'all screaming for Trump to come? Who the fuck is in Chicago? Put you in the chat. Put a one in the chat. If you in Chicago and you want them to come there next. Oh my God. He said they're wearing red hats, just like this one. Who is they? She. He says she wearing a hat that said Trump was right about every child. I can't do it. I can't. And the fact that he said African American ladies blow me. Because if he would have said African American people, then we still gotta atone for that 20% of the dudes. Okay, we still gotta we got sense. We gotta calculate that 20% of them. Okay, child. But to say that the African American ladies is diabolical. He won 20% of the black vote nationally. That includes those men that I was talking about. Okay? That includes them. That don't include us. All right? Because they only 8% of us that did this shit. Okay? I can't do it. I don't want to do it. He's an idiot. I hate having to even listen to anything that he says. Okay? And I have this other article before I get into what's happening with the Fed governor, Lisa Cook. I hope y'all are okay. Are y'all keeping up? Let me see. Thank you. He is intimidating. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. Please don't, if you like the content, please don't forget to subscribe. If you are not already subscribed, like this video. Bling, 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 bling. I think it's supposed to glow when I say like the video. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms, and don't forget, if you feeling the content, don't forget you can always donate to the channel. All the information is going across the bottom of the screen. We don't care if it's $1, $5, 10. Everything helps to build the channel, and y'all all are thoroughly appreciated. Now let's continue before we get into Miss Cook, okay? So this one is entitled, I'm not even gonna read it. We're gonna overview it. It's entitled Orangina's Agenda. It is a direct threat to the Black middle class. Okay. I don't think I have to get into why. I think I got into why. We run our community. We run our community. Even if you got a man in your house, we run our community. Okay. We are the middle class. We take care of the children. We take care of things. We make things work. Okay. And they are desperately trying to get us into, they think they're gonna get us into the fields. Somebody made a tweet yesterday. I think I retweeted it, but I said it was something along the lines of, they basically was saying like, y'all don't really understand the Black community or whatever. And I'm like, we know them. They don't know us. They ain't comprehend that half of us couldn't even go outside without a sun hat growing up. Like, who? like they gonna turn Grandma Ruth into Nat Turnout this bitch. It's not clicking. I don't understand. They gonna turn the girl who worked at the fucking IRS into fucking Harriet Tubman, and she laying it down. I don't understand. And once that happens, the 80% is coming right along with us. I don't comprehend, but I guess, okay? So they think they're going to do all of this shit, fire us from jobs, like we can't leave this bitch. Like we can't do our own thing. Like we cannot be even if you don't lead this bitch, like we can't be self-sufficient. Like we have not been self-sufficient in our own neighborhoods for over 100 fucking years. Okay? Y'all come in at the end. We've been doing this already. They don't comprehend that my neighbor came and gave me fucking pajamas. These people won't even pay. These people being millionaire won't even pay for they fucking cousin to go to fucking college. Okay, they let the bitch starve. Okay, you know what I be like, y'all know I'm good with history. These motherfuckers was out here, real shit. It's 1800s, whatever. Let your Caucasian husband die. They put you and your kid out to die in the desert, in the gold rush, and who the fuck that look like us that would ever do no shit like that? Even if we don't like the baby mama, we gonna take the baby. The fact that they not comprehending and they think that our reactions, would be their reactions is the craziest shit ever. And that's how you know we know you. You don't know us. Because we'll say this. And it's just that's why I said we ain't never in our lives wanted to be like white women. Never. What the fuck I want to be like a white woman for? My husband beat my ass and my mama sent me back. Your daddy come up in the room at night and your daddy, your brother, everybody in the fucking playroom in the basement when your mother upstairs and she know, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? The fact that it's so delusional. Y'all know that little town, and they want to build a whole bunch of they want to build a whole bunch of them. I'm hoping they do. You know that town, child. You know everybody over the age of 12 about to be pregnant by next year, right? Y'all know that, right? Everybody over the age of 12, every girl over the age of 12 about to be pregnant by next year. And they won't be no 12-year-old baby daddies or husbands. They're going to be Marjorie Taylor Greens out this bitch. If you know, you know. And I know y'all know who we messy. All right. Overtures to the black America that he would do for them as president. Now he wanted to give us black jobs, blah, 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 blah. Remember when he came to the National Association of Black Journalists, which was insane, and he repeated racist rhetoric, bananas, talk about black jobs. Oh, thinking we was gonna get it into some fields or some shit. I don't know. Historically, the federal workplace provide. This is a whole other article talking about the federal workplace and how important we are to the running of this fucking government. I don't give a fuck if the person in charge. I don't give a fuck if the first 5-10 people in charge are Caucasian. I don't care. Let us leave or not show up for fucking work. Everything will fucking crumble because those first 10 people don't know shit about shit. And we're the ones who run it all. Okay. This is just ridiculous. Okay. But whatever. Let's get to the topic at hand. We damn near an hour in and I'm just getting to the real topic. Ciao. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Okay, so this is from CNN this morning. Let me refresh just to make sure, because she was in court this morning. It was updated a minute ago. Okay, so it was updated a minute ago. Trump officials lodges new criminal referral against Fed Governor Lisa Cook. Okay, so she basically runs the Federal Reserve. That's why that's the job title, governor. Okay, cool. Trump administration housing official has sent a new criminal because they went to court this morning and she mollywopped his ass. Because she basically said you can't fire her without like due cause and shit. And if they attempt to fire her, they would be on the line to pay this woman billions, not millions, billions of fucking dollars. Okay. So now the idiots who he has, oh, man, the mediocrity of it all is fucking. You know when they say stupid people don't know they stupid? This is stupid people don't know they stupid. That's their whole flex. That's an analogy for Caucasians of it all. When stupid people don't know they stupid. For the MAGAs and the MAGA mindsets of it all. Stupid people don't know they stupid. So they lodge a new criminal referral against federal governor Lisa Cook. Okay. Child, she about to get all that money that Trump been making off them fucking bitcoins. The administration housing official has sent a new criminal referral to the Justice Department against Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook as she sues the administration to fight President Orangina's effort to fire her. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to keep reading, but just give me 1 second. Shut the camera off for a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. All right. Okay. So basically, they tried to fire her because she Black. You know, they tried to talk about some sort of, you know, because she has more than one house. That's what's happening. The person they got investigating this, guess what? He's a fucking content creator. Hello? Okay. So now, because she sued their asses, now they showed up this morning and trying to charge her with a criminal offense. Okay, let's go. You know who should represent her? You know who should represent her? VP Harris. But I don't think she's not maybe in the criminal case, but she's not like a finance lawyer or anything like that. But baby, okay. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna read this whole article. It's not that long. Okay, so I'm gonna start over. An Orangina administration housing official, okay, housing, all right, has sent a new criminal referral to the Justice Department against Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, okay? A housing official. You know, the people like this lady is in Section 8 or some shit. It is bananas, okay? But okay. As she sues the administration to fight Orangina efforts to fire her. The new criminal referral made late Thursday and revealed a social media post by Federal Housing Finance Agent Director Bill Poulton alleges Cook identified a property in Cambridge, Massachusetts as a second home on official documents, but instead uses it as an investment property. What? So they gonna file charges as all at all these people who rent out their timeshares, Airbnbs out this bitch. So basically they're mad that she doesn't just leave it empty, and that she might have her mama in the house. Basically, are they trying to say that, like, because her mom was, or she might rent it to people, you know, that it's not her house or her second? Oh man, this shit is diabolical. Okay, let's continue. Cook, the first Black woman to serve as, you know how pathetic you gotta be to be like, to talk about a property, to have to dig so deep to try to finagle. The second house you bought, you don't leave it sitting empty, so that's a problem. Man, listen. Cook, the first Black woman to serve as federal governor, has filed a lawsuit challenging Orangina's firing her earlier this week. A hearing that is scheduled for this morning. Okay, the battle over Cook's job is about more than one position. The nation's central bank operates independently so that officials can make economic decisions without pressure over political considerations. Orangina's attempt to fire Cook and to force the bank to cut interest rates, that's what it is. The bank is doing their job, and just like the guy who got fired because he adequately reported on the job losses, and this woman dots her I's and crosses her T's like every fucking last one of us has had to do since we were fucking two. Okay, he's mad. Okay, and she's a black woman. A black woman telling him what he can do. Oh hell no. Okay, okay. Um, his attempt to fire Cook and force the bank to cut interest rates. This is all to cut interest rates. Get to the heart of the questions about the Fed's independence and whether Orangina's presidential power have limits. The Fed has resisted resistance to cutting rates this year, citing Orangina's tariffs and their potential to raise inflation. Orangina, however, has repeatedly demanded lower borrowing costs, often lobbying personal insults in the process. Cook has not been charged with any crime. Okay. Abe Lowell, Cook's attorney, denied there was any validation to the allegations against his client. This is obviously a smear campaign aimed to discredit Governor Cook by a political operative who has taken to social media more than 30 times in the last 2 days and demanded her removal before any review of the facts or evidence. Lowell said in a statement to CNN, nothing in these vague, unsustained allegations has any relevance to Cook's role at the Federal Reserve. Like, I'm still trying to understand why the house she bought for her mama, because I feel like that's what it is. The house that her mama live in Massachusetts, or her parents live in up in Massachusetts, is a problem for her job. Child, miss me with this. This shit is just crazy, but okay. Nothing in these vague, unsustained allegations have any relevance to Governor Cook's role at the Federal Reserve, and there that's what they meant to say. There's no way to justify her removal from the board. Many of Orangina's attacks on the feds have been focused on federal chair Jerome Powell, whom he appointed during his first term in office, and who was reappointed to another term under Biden. Orangina has not tried to remove Powell despite threats that he might do so. Some of these threats prompted a sell-off in U.S. equity markets by investors concerned about the Fed's independence. The Orangina does not have the power to remove a member of the Fed board except for cause, not just because of disagreements over monetary policies. But Orangina used the allegations of mortgage fraud against Cook to justify for her removal. In a Thursday referral to the DOJ, Poulton described the new allegations as extremely troubling. Second home received lower mortgage costs than investment properties because investment properties are inherently riskier. He wrote, the FA, okay, has already made a criminal referral alleging that Cook committed mortgage fraud by getting mortgages for 2 different properties, one in Michigan, another in Georgia, and claiming on both mortgages that they are her primary residence. Listen, she be moving. Are they going to do that to all the celebrities who own 2 houses and be moving? No. Anyway, I'm done with the articles. My throat is tired. I need water. So I'm going to right now, this water. I'm going to right now drop the link. Okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, real quick. And when we come back, we're going to, we're going to jump into the comments. Welcome back to Jovi's Beauty School, where we now have 5, count it guys, 5 new scarf designs that we just got in. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They are so spring, summer vibes. I don't even know what to say. They're 35 inches by 35 inches. The print on these scarves are amazing. They're silk twill. They're gorgeous, and they won't be around for long. So if I were you, I would get mines ASAP. We're dropping them in batches. These are limited edition scarves, so when they sell out, y'all, they are sold out. So I need you to go get yours now. Don't call me talking about Jovi. I need one. is too late. I don't know if they're going to come on the next batch, okay? So go to jovibeauty.com, get your scarf, and be that girl, because you already know how we give it up. In the back. That's it. Okay, hold up. All right. Now we're going to jump into these comments. Like I said, I dropped a link in case anybody want to come up. We wishing because there's a lot of comments here. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Hey DC, hey Jada, hey Kai, how are you? Hey Sharita, Nicole. Hey Bree. That part. That part. That part. Never. That part. Yes, we got to stop teaching these people. Grandma this shit up and stop telling them how to survive. Tomatoes about to be fucking $5 a pop in like a week or two. Shut your asses up. Let them starve, okay? No, she ain't never scared. She said, "Ad Rob, Jolanda Jones. Isn't that the one that got locked in the thing?" Yes, she was. She's like, "Listen, I got my bonnet. We good." I said, "That's what I'm talking. We good, okay." So much so. So much so. Okay. My sorrow is suing the Federal Reserve Bank is private. Okay. Everyone knows it. I gotta tell you, y'all know I be following because y'all know I'm trying to move to the continent in a couple of years. I'm on it. Okay. From the top to the bottom, they pumping it. They pumping, and they got the women running the coalitions. They running to this, they running to that. They ain't playing. They is like, we need y'all. We need y'all because they know we take care of everything in every fucking body. Everything in every fucking body. Empires historically that were ruled by women, even to this day, are ruled by women, were the better empires. The people did better. There wasn't people starving, fucked up. It was just a better situation. Everyone knows that. When women run shit runs properly. Everybody want to talk about the head of the household, even if we got a nigga in the household that make we run things the way they should be run. These people can't even run their children. She said he deflects a lot. She said Maxine girl bad. He tries to get revenge. It's hurt him to the core that Black people, mainly those in power, have college degrees and outstanding successful careers. It hurt him to his heart. It hurts them to their heart. Y'all ever been into a classroom or a project in school, at work, or whatever, where you had to deal with the mediocrity, and when they would act like you are a problem because you got stuck on they busted ass team, and then turn around and kill it better than they could ever fucking could, and the hate and the realization that, oh shit, they are better. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said there would be no them if it wasn't for us. Abso-freaking-lutely. Shout out to Jamie. Like I said before, y'all give Jamie a shout out. It was her idea for this topic, and it was a great fucking topic. It was a great topic. Our ancestors did create damn near everything we use today. Like, please. Defamation. Everything possible. Just sue their asses. We there. We at that point. Fuck them. She said her mom was a patent examiner for more than 30 years in DC. We are everywhere making sure everything runs and not getting credit for it. Everything. There ain't shit out here that where we ain't running. Even down to the people in the warehouses and all. It ain't shit here that would run without, that could run without us. It'll run into the ground. That part. Jamie said y'all need to watch The Handmaid's Tale if you haven't watched it already. Tarita said he knows there's a lot of powerful Black people in the federal, state, and city jobs because we are all intelligent. So that's why those job cuts came early, putting us at a disadvantage. He thinks, but no. Yeah, he thinks, but no. That's just not what's going to happen. Like, we have survived everything. These people are falling apart. It's been what, 6 months? They don't know what to do. They're crying in the cars on TikTok about grocery prices, about not being able to pay bills. They're crying about every fucking thing. And they cannot comprehend why we aren't crying, because we've been dealing with this. Our grandmama's been dealing with this. Our great-grandmother's been dealing with far fucking worse and have prepared us. We know what's up. They are falling the fuck apart. And they think we're going to fall apart because they're falling apart, not comprehending that their problem is they're not even being treated like Black people. Because it's still, they are being treated just a tiny percentage of the way that we have been being treated since we got here. And we know how to stay here. We went through Jim Crow. We went through all of this shit, and we are still here. Y'all are dying out with every advantage in the fucking world. Make that shit make sense. Again, link is in the description. Please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. Okay. All right. I'm trying to keep it going because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of comments. Shout out to y'all for commenting. I appreciate all of you. Comment. These federal jobs are being privatized, therefore look for the government contract jobs. FYI. Okay, Psalms, thank you for the information, girl. See, we got each other. They ain't got their kids, let alone the other white lady next to them. Child, please. She said, why aren't they attacking Josh Holy or Stephen Miller, who resides somewhere else yet represent other states? Yeah, girl. I remember you telling us that. You're from South Africa, right? I remember that. Okay, hold on. Because I really just skimmed through these fucking comments real fast. She said, our ancestors, like, we got you, my daughters. Oh, please, of course. Let us don't have college. Lots of us don't have college degrees and are still smarter than him as entrepreneurs and creators. 100%. 100%. And that, I'm not saying that don't just go for the women who have higher educations. We run circles around these holes in every income level. We're running circles around these hoes. They don't know what to do. We do. They don't know what to do. We do. Okay. In the words of Wale, sue me. I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Okay. They say that, but they really don't. They about to kill each other in that town, child. She said, Sharita said, even if we scared, we do it afraid. And they'll never know we scared. We don't back down from nothing and nobody. That's nothing and nobody, okay? She said, our kids know how to act in public and at home. We don't have to put dog leashes on our children. We just have to give a look. Our kids can read our minds. Child, this is what I was telling y'all with the story that I was telling y'all a little earlier about the little white kids in the park yesterday and how they were running amok. 2 3-year-olds amok. Okay? They fired the black nannies, must have, because the new nannies amok, y'all, amok. I was like, this shit is insane. When I say amok, up and down the tracks, running into people like a fucking muck. I could not comprehend what was happening, and then I realized, oh shit, the black nannies aren't here anymore. It clicked when I seen who was trying to run behind them. I was like, oh shit, a fucking muck. Qualified is our middle name. Sharita also said, we know how to figure things out because we always had to figure things out. Nothing was given to us or our ancestors. That shit is in our DNA. That's why I said it. I don't give a fuck how well you live, if your parents lived well, if you ain't never even been to the hood before. If you're black, you know how to get this shit on and popping. You know how to survive. It's here. You know, it's here. I don't give a fuck where you come from. It's here. We know how to pull it the fuck through. She said these white boys spent their time being a class clown and are bullies, but want jobs that call for extreme accountability and responsibility. They don't know how. That's why it keeps fucking failing. And they don't want to acknowledge that part. Remember, was it right after the elections, right around the elections, when it was the whole thing with Musk and the visa and the visas for the Indians? Remember? And how they said that they told them they were mediocre, and then they were like, y'all could train us. And then Musk and what's his name? The other Indian dude. They were like, The fact that you think we want to train y'all, or we got to be the ones to train y'all, is why y'all can't be trained. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, help me, Jesus. These people are crazy. Okay, I think we done. I think we done with the comments. All right. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. We don't want this too long anyway, because ain't nobody want to click on a 2-hour live. Okay. I hardly want to click on a 2-hour live. Okay, we said a lot of stuff. Please don't forget to share this video. All right, share it on your Facebook. Share it. I'm gonna turn the chat comments. I'm gonna turn them off. So you can share it on your Facebook and your people won't see your comments. Because I know a lot of y'all don't be wanting people to see your comments. Okay. So share it on the Facebook, share it on your social media, share it on your Twitters, whatever. If y'all don't follow me on Facebook, make sure you do. I'm Jovi Beauty over there. I think it's Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty over there. So go follow me on Facebook as well. Follow me on all my social media platforms. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Sarita. I appreciate y'all. I will be back later. I'm going to go work out for a minute. Hopefully I don't run into no little white babies or they don't run into me. Okay. Because I just don't, I'm not doing it. Okay. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it. Later.